Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of OMNIBROS live on a Thursday night. It's a solo Geo show coming at you. So thank you for joining. I truly do appreciate it. If you're live, if you're watching later, leave a comment down below, hit the like button, share the video, all that fun stuff. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Believe in the me that believes in you. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Tonight, we're going to talk. We got a bunch of solicits and some nominees and some other goofs and gabs. I don't know. We're going to wing it as we go along because it's one of those nights. So thank you, everybody, for sticking around. And the live chatters, let's go. William Lee, thank you so much, everybody. James in the house. We got Warren. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Tonight, flying solo. I wasn't even going to do the show, but then at the last minute, I thought, I need to do the show. Contractually obligated to appear twice a week, but I had some previous plans and they got canceled last minute. So here we are. And then my co-host is sick, is out. I don't know. Something's happening. And then our guest co-host, they're relaxing, chilling. They're having a fantastic time. So it's up to me to bring the ship home, or whatever the hell the analogy is. You know what I mean. So thank you once again. I can't say that enough. Always appreciative of the support that you guys bring to the table. So thank you so very much. Let's give another shout out to our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, making tonight's broadcast happen. That is IST, your home for collected editions. You get your Omnis, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and so much more in the world of collected editions. You get free shipping in the US at orders that start at $50. So all those manga volumes that you've been after, compile them together and you get free shipping with great discounted prices. You get wonderful customer service. And of course, don't forget about the loyalty discount. That adds an extra 2% off to your book orders when you make them on a weekly basis. That, my friends, is InStockTrades.com. Let's show the website real quick. Whew, so you can see what's happening over there. At the moment, let's zoom in a little bit. Of course, you got the current deals of the week. You got the manga deal of the week goes to Akane Banashi, volume 16 of that at 38% off. You got some DC, you got some Marvel, you got Dark Horse Comics. You know how it is. You got your new releases here, all the cool stuff down below, as well as the top sellers list. And if you scroll all the way back up, we have a tab for sales that are happening. Clearances, damages, red tags, the 24-hour flash sale. This one goes to Cave Grave hardcover, the Wild West Tales, 60% off at $12. And there are two sales that I wanted to talk about. The first one is a spotlight sale on shonen manga. You can see here stuff like Bakuman, Bleach. You got Demon Slayer, Gintama, Hikaru no Go, Hunter x Hunter. And it's the 3-in-1 editions, which are my favorite. I am in the minority, I guess, when it comes to that, but I am a huge fan of these omnibus editions, 3 volumes for 35% off. That is fantastic. The Hunter x Hunter ones are really good, so there you go. You can see One Piece there as well. And if we click on the other sale, that one is for some shoujo titles. We got A Condition Called Love, Cardcaptor Sakura. You got Colette Decides to Die, the omnibus editions at 35% off as well. Fragrant Flower, Blooms with Dignity. What else do we have here? Oh, man, one of my favorites, Natsume's Book of Friends. I did not know this was happening, so I might have to... I think I have these 6 volumes. I need to check. But either way, you should get them. You got the Sailor Moon Naoko Takeuchi box set, the first 6 over here, and the other 6 volumes. So that is really cool. Skip Beat, Yona of the Dawn, all that fun stuff. So go check them out. InStockTrades.com, our lovely sponsor. Shout out. Friends of the show for many years. So let's get the ball rolling. I only hauled one book, which I do have here. I literally unboxed this an hour ago. if I can grab it. So my one haul is Ashitano Joe Fighting for Tomorrow, Volume 5 hardcover. There we go, looking pretty cool. I have not read Volume 4, so I don't know what's happening in here, but it's really cool. Look at that. These are great releases for a fantastic series that I am a fan of. And that's it. Just one. Unfortunately, if you guys go back to the previous week, we talked at length about the stock for what was it? Witch Hat Atelier, the Grimoire edition. Unfortunately, I was struck by the out of stock email at IST, so they're out on the distributor level. So I asked for a refund and said, you know what, I'll get it some other time. It's not for me this time around. But that just goes to show you how. Did I say that right? That just goes to show how impressive these sales are. That people are really anticipating these releases, and as soon as they drop, they go to sites like In Stock Trades to get the deals. Man, that's awesome. I know it's available on other websites, but I'll wait and get it eventually from IST whenever it comes back. But I didn't want to hold up the order because that had like a bunch of other manga and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, just refund away, and I'll get the other stuff. I'll get the book later and get this stuff soon. So there it is. That's the update. What are we doing? Okay. We don't have a lot tonight, so I will do my best to entertain you guys with what little we got. Recently, I want to say maybe like 2 months ago or something, we talked about the 50th edition of the Kodansha Manga Awards. And I believe those are only 3 categories. The best shonen manga, the best shoujo manga, the best general manga. We finally have the winners. One of the winners, I cannot support their choice for best general manga. I was visibly upset when I learned about this. It's the only reason I'm bringing the topic tonight. I didn't want to talk about it, but I guess I have to, right? Let's see. I'm going to share the link if I can find. Hold on. I'm going to go to Comic Natalie. Translate it to English because I don't speak Japanese. I can't read kanji or anything. Okay, so that did not work. All right, never mind. Let's share the screen again so you can see it. Here we go. I guess we're going to use ANN, Anime News Network. The best shonen manga went to Gachiakuda. Okay, cool. The best shoujo manga went to Reliving My Life with a Boyfriend Who Doesn't Remember Me. Nice. And then this manga won for best general title, and that is The Darwin Incident. I'm not going to be a hater because I'm by myself. It's just going to come off as me ranting, like screaming at the clouds, and people are going to dislike the stream and all that stuff. So I will say that I'm not a fan of the human Z's. That's about it. So shout out to these winners. At the 50th Kodansha Manga Awards. I believe the prize, did they mention that here? The categories, the winners of the categories will receive 2 million yen, which is about $12,000. And the winner of general manga wins 1 million, which is 6,000 approximately. 6 and some, and I believe they get either a plaque or a trophy or something. I don't know. They get a prize of sorts aside from the money. So there's that. The other award that I wanted to briefly mention are the Eisners. I could care less about the Eisners, but they do have a manga category, so I did want to bring that up real quick. For once, we're citing IGN, and the only reason I'm doing that is because they had the best layout on their website compared to everyone else. Yeah, you get some pop-up, some ads from other stuff that's unrelated to what we're talking about, but whatever. You can see here it's much more organized. So I'm down with this. So they got all this. I don't care, whatever. publication for comics. DC has a lot, and Marvel, and all the graphic novels, so on and so forth. But um, there are a couple editions here. Best U.S. edition of international material. You can see over here. You can't read it that well. Apologies. I need to fix that. I always have to zoom in. My bad. I can see it just fine over here, but the StreamYard thing shares the screen in small fonts or something. Anyways, best U.S. edition of international material, Asia. So here we have the nominees, and the nominees are Hirayasumi volumes 4 through 7, which is crazy that you're nominating individual volumes. I thought it was just going to be the title, but whatever. From Keigo Shinzo, of course, licensed by Viz Media. We have Land Volume 1, the big chunky hardcover from Yen Press. That is by Kazumi Yamashita. From Dark Horse, we got Purgatory Funeral Cakes by Sanho. I don't know what that is. And then from Viz, we have Tokyo Alien Bros 1 through 3 by Keigo Shinzo. And we have the manhwa Yan volumes 1 and 2 from Chang Shen. I hope I pronounced that correctly, over at Titan. So that is really cool. I think it's different from previous years where you would see the obligatory Junji Ito and the Shonen Jump title or something like that. This time around, it's much more, at least for the manga, it's much more slice of life oriented, which is pretty nice to see. If I had to choose between these books, I'll be honest, it's a tough one because I have not read Yan. I have not read Hirayasumi. I know. I've not read Land. The only one I've read a little bit of is Tokyo Alien Bros. So for that reason alone, I'm choosing Tokyo Alien Bros to win it all, baby. Let's go. Salty Gio's the best. Rant away. Well, we'll see what happens. Rachel, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Are there any others? Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Best archival collection project comic books. The Akira volumes 1 through 5 hardcover collection. Even though it's 6, I don't know what happened there, but it should be 1 through 6 from Kodansha. These are the recent releases that I purchased. The hardcover is without the box set. That's pretty cool. I'm going to root for that. Best academic, I don't care. Best comics related, no. Best comics related, no. Nope. Best publication design, we got the Art of Manga. That is the big art book that has like 20 different titles and art from them. It was an exhibition at the Fine Arts Museum of San Francisco, and Viz put out a physical edition of that, which was released recently. Hasn't been a year. I don't know. I don't know when it released. I'm not remembering right now, but I know it released recently. So that's pretty cool, I guess. The Essential Peanuts Fruits Basket Complete Box Set Collector's Edition number 13. What? Fruits Basket Complete Box Set. There we go. Designed by Wendy Chan over at Yen Press. That's cool. Yen Press always does really good with their box sets, unlike some other companies. Shout out to extended friend of the show, Curtis, over at the Epic Marvel Podcast, the Marvel Art of Michael Allred Slipcase Edition over at their work over at Clover Press. That's really cool. Weird Science Volume 1 Double XL. I have no idea. I mean, I know what it is, but I have no idea how it looks. So that's cool. I'm gonna root for Fruit Basket. Sorry, everybody else. Sorry, Curtis. Best web comic. Nothing here. Best digital comic. Hey, Overwatch. All right, cool. Best writer. No. You know what? Nobody asked. Let's go back. Hold on. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to troll the shit out of the Eisners right now. Let me zoom in. Okay. Best short story. I'm going to say Red Snapper and the Red Snapper is going to win. Best one shot. Best one shot. Ice Cream Man number 43. Best continuing series. FML by Kelly Sue DeConnick and David Lopez. Sorry, I don't want to leave anybody out. Best limited series. Out of Alcatraz. There we go. By Christopher Cantwell and Tyler Crook. Best new series. Ghost Pepper by Lullaby. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hell yeah, this is a great title. For once, I read something here, so I'm going to choose Ghost Pepper. Best publication for early readers. I am going to go with the Fire-Breathing Duckling because that sounds amazing. I don't know about anything here, but I'm going to choose the Duckling. He's a fire starter Pokemon. Best publication for kids. Night Chef, an epic tale of friendship with a side of deliciousness by Mika Song. That's my choice. Publication for teens. We're going to go with, I'm a big fan of Mariko Tamaki, so I will choose This Place Kills Me by Mariko Tamaki and Nicole Sorry, Nicole. I butchered that. Please do not tag Nicole. Don't let her see this podcast. Best humor publication, we are going to go with Jeff the Land Shark, of course. Even though I'm pretty sure these are like fantastic, but got to support the Land Shark by Kelly Thompson and Toki Tokoro. There you go. Oh man. Best anthology, we're gonna go with blah blah blah. I don't know. Stardust, a Super Wizard Anthology. That sounds wicked. Let's go by Van Jensen at Blue Creek Creative. Best reality work. I'm gonna go with Globetrotters. I'm literally just picking the first thing I see. So by Nellie Bly and Elizabeth the Pistons World Tour, and these folk right there. No, Globetrotters, Nellie Bly, and Elizabeth World Tour by Julian and Julie. Shout out. Best graphic memoir. Talking to My Father's Ghost, an almost true story. That sounds really interesting. I do want to read that. Best graphic album, new. Shadows of the Sea by Kathy Malkasian. Sorry. Best graphic album reprint. Blah, 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 blah. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Storybook Edition. There we go. By Patrick Horvath. Best adaptation from another medium. We have blah, blah, blah. A Wizard of Earthsea, a graphic novel by Ursula K. Le Guin. Best U.S. edition of international material. Buff Soul by Moa Romanova. There we go. The manga I talked about. I went with Tokyo Alien Bros. This one I will pick I don't know. Terminal Exposure by Michael McMillan. Sure. Best archival collection, Akira. Let's go. Best academic scholarly work. Oh my God. Okay. I saw something here that I'm not going to talk about because it's going to be controversial, but damn. Okay. Manga's First Century, How Creators and Fans Made Japanese Comics, 1905 to 1989 by Andrea Horbinsky. Sounds pretty interesting. I would read that. Best comic-related journalism thingamajig. Dude, I don't know. Whatever. Shelf Dust. Best comics-related book. How Comics Are Made by Glenn. I am all over the place. I apologize. Best publication design. Didn't I talk about this? Oh yeah, Fruits Basket. There we go. Best web Fruits Basket complete box set, mind you. Best web comic. Superfish. Yeah. Best digital comic. Best digital comic. I'm gonna go. Surprisingly, I'm not gonna choose Viz. I will choose Blizzard with Overwatch 2 Against the Tide. Even though I don't like Overwatch 2, I do like Overwatch 1, and I'm gonna root for them. So there you go, Overwatch. Best writer, Kelly Thompson. Best writer artist. Ooh, ooh, we got a mangaka. Kazumi Yamashita is in here. Let's go. Oh man, if we did not include a mangaka, I was gonna say Juniba because I love their work so much. Damn, Kazumi Yamashita. I got to represent the manga crowd, right? So there you go. Penciler, inker, Sean Phillips. Easy. Actually, no, hold on. Chris Samney. Sorry, Sean. Chris Samney. There we go. Best painter, multimedia artist. I really should have worn my glasses today. The whole white screen is bothering my eyes. Mika Song, Night Chef. There we go. Best cover artist. Ooh. Whoa, dude. Okay. Best cover artist. It's either Francesco Francavilla or Junie Ba. I'm going to go with Junie Ba. Best coloring. Jose Villarrubia. Right there. Right at the bottom. Maybe Jordi Belair. Sorry. One of the two. Best lettering. I don't know, man. Janice Chang. And that's it. Those are the Eisners 2026. Let's see. People in the chat. Chat. What up, chatters? Hfield, thank you for joining. Best Mod Kane in the house. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Thank you. Is Yan? I thought Yan was a manhwa. One of the mans. I guess it's a manga. Whatever. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we did that. What else do we have? This is probably one of the weirdest collaborations. It took me a solid minute to figure out what the hell I was looking at because Viz tweeted this out. Right here. Hold on. I'm not sharing my screen. Great job, dude. So you probably saw this, right? The Galactic Baseball League, or the GBL. This is a brand new project. Hold on. This is a brand new project from a bunch of people. First of all, Aki Bright, which I forgot she is an amazing, talented artist from Japan. Aki is collaborating with MLB Players Incorporated, Major League Baseball for the non-sports fans. One Team Partners and the BWNYC Studios of Japanese and the BWNYC Studios of Aki Bright. There we go. For the sci-fi series Galactic Baseball League. This series will launch exclusively on the Viz app on July 2nd, with the first printed volume shipping in October. I'm disappointed by one aspect. Like, it's cool, Anki, you rock. Let's freaking go. But I really thought if you're gonna do baseball manga and it's gonna be like sci-fi oriented, I thought we were gonna do a new manga for Ninja Baseball Batman, which is one of my all-time favorite arcade games, and I think it would rock as a shonen manga. I don't know if it ever received an adaptation or anything. That was a beat 'em up by IREM back in, I want to say, early 90s, 94, 93, something like that. I love beat 'em ups. That's one of my favorite arcade and video game genres, categories, whatever. I don't think it ever received a media outside of the arcade title, and it's never released. It's never been released outside of arcades. We don't have any home ports for it, so I don't know. I thought Galactic. It's very colorful. You can see there the image. I don't know. So I was a little bummed out about that. But what the hell is Galactic Baseball League? Well, Viz describes the story as let's see, as follows. In the distant future, baseball has rocketed into the cosmos. What was once America's pastime is now a high-stakes interplanetary competition in which teams from every corner of the universe battle for glory. Amid a sinister plot to wreak havoc on the galaxy, legendary baseball players team up with two unlikely heroes in their quest to save Earth and the heart and soul of baseball. I don't mind this at all. I think it's pretty silly and fun. But I know that they're gonna put actual Major League Baseball players in it, and that just takes me out of the experience. If it's just generic players, that's fantastic. But if I see someone that's an actual person, I don't. It just screams, this is a collaboration that nobody asked for. So, but I'm down for cosmic, that mashup of space with like Americana and sports and stuff like that. I am really excited for that. I guess A&N, let me copy it here. They do have the cover. You can see it here. So, will I read this? Probably. I'll check it out. But yeah, Galactic Baseball. Aki Bride is a Japanese visual artist who has worked on projects for DC and Marvel from his studios, including one in New York. He founded the design studio Brightworks in 2002. Was one among 6 artists chosen by the Museum of Modern Art curator to demonstrate Japanese art to travelers to Japan. That's pretty badass. Designed merch for the Transformers franchise, collaborated with BMW and a whole bunch of other esports teams. So cool. Meanwhile, the MLB Players is the business arm of Major League Baseball's Players Association. Yada yada yada. I wonder which who's going to be in it. Which baseball stars? Interesting. But there it is. Galactic Baseball League coming out in October. To be honest with you, I don't think this will last a long time. Maybe like 3 physical volumes or something like that at most. We'll see what happens. It'd be funny if they continue this indefinitely and we get like multiple volumes and it becomes a smash hit of the sports manga scene. I doubt it, but it'd be pretty funny if it did. So there it is. Yeah. Okay. And then we got 2 licenses. One license. My bad. One Piece Books is announcing. Behind the Manga, the website, the bloggers, I guess. That it licensed the manga adaptation of My Sweet Marriage to My Ex Nemesis. So this one is the manga version. Roshi Saigawa and Risuka Nagita were once bitter rivals, each fighting for supremacy within rival organizations of superpowered warriors. Their days were filled with dual schemes and a rivalry so fierce it seemed nothing could ever bridge the gap between them. Yet somehow the impossible has happened. They're now happily married. From bitter enemies to star-crossed lovers, these two have traded their weapons for wedding vows, and their former battles have given way to laughter, love, and the everyday chaos of newlywed life. Holy crap, this is a long description, my guy. We don't need all of this. Just because they've left the battlefield behind doesn't mean life got any easier. Old rivalries resurface, secrets linger, and the lines between love, rivalry, and sheer chaos blur in ways neither of them expected. From LOL domestic disasters to heart melting moments, Roshi and Ritsuka are about to prove that falling in love with your enemy isn't just possible, it's explosive. All right. Cool, I guess. The doesn't have a release date. It does. Oh yeah, One Piece will release the first volume on March of 2027. We are way too early for this, but it's cool, I guess. Shout out. Here's the cover. You can't see that well. I guess I gotta zoom in. Anyone in the chat, have you read My Sweet Marriage to My Ex Nemesis, the novels or the manga? Let me know. Let us know. Let me know. Me, Geo, the host. There's no one next to me. And then the other publisher is, of course, Seven Seas with their usual shenanigans, and they got a bunch of stuff. I'm going to use Anime News Network. This time they got lazy and just added the slides from the tweets. I thought that was pretty funny. Let me zoom in. Now, this is something that I will not be getting. I am not a fan of. But if you are, that's awesome. And I'm rooting for you. I'm excited for you that you're getting it. Pendulum, the Beastman Omegaverse saga. Beastman continues in this latest manga about an abandoned Omega and the prestigious family that takes him in. Companion story to Remnant of the Beastman Omegaverse saga, also available from Seven Seas. This is a BL book, comes out in March of 2027. There you go. This one's a little spicy. Cover. Behave. Come on, boys. Good night, my little bird. This is a BL manga that would leave your heart fluttering. When Shu catches his employee's son crying in his sleep, he vows to grow closer to the other. But the last thing he expected was for the two of them to become co-parents? Dun, dun, dun. For mature readers, so it's not safe for work. By Riko Sakura. I swear I was going to read Riko Suave and I was going to laugh out loud. But no, it's Riko Sakura. Shout out. If you know about Riko Suave. And pretty cool. I laughed because what are the odds that the employee's son is caught by Shu crying in his sleep? What are the logistics behind this scenario happening? That's what made me laugh. So that's interesting. This comes out in March as well. We got a regular manga here, not from any specific sub-label. We have The Cat Who Didn't Believe in What Ifs. So this cat is not a fan of the Marvel series What If, right? The wildly popular webcomic series that brought cat lovers to tears is finally available in English. Being a pet owner means preparing for every scenario, but what do the pets do when a worst case situation happens? Interesting. This is a really cute cover, by the way. Oh man, low res. What the hell? Zoom in. I like this cat over here. He's worried about his human partner, parent, and then this little demon down below. He could care less. He's in Narnia right now. He's on the 12th dimension of the Aquarius constellation. That's awesome. I love that. So that one comes out in April. This is by Oki Eiko. This one is The Tomorrow I Want to See with Kako. Kako. The time loop romantic comedy. Fun fact. In my neck of the woods, if someone's a Kako, it means they're into rap and reggaeton music and are like gangster, but annoying, like an annoying gangster that everyone makes fun of. So that's what Kako means over here, but with C instead of K. So, yeah. This is by Knots. Stuck in a time loop isn't half bad if you're not alone, unless the other person refuses to help break it. Get ready for heart fluttering, yada, yada, yada. Wait a minute. High school student Asaki, whatever. Azakura Asaki finds himself trapped in a time loop, reliving the same day again and again. Just when the repetition starts to feel unbearable, he meets Kako, a mysterious girl whose strange behavior reveals that she too is aware of the loop. Desperate to escape, Asaki asks Kako for help, but for reasons she won't explain, she refuses to break free. As the days repeat, Asaki tries every possible way to spark her interest and change her mind. This one comes out in January, according to the press release. But according to Twitter, comes out in March. Okay, there you go. This made me laugh. Also, it's awkward to have those two images side by side. I don't. How do I censor Yuji Ono? Rest in peace to the goat. Next to Goetia Shock. This is a light novel, and when I saw the image, I thought, "Is this the Ghost Ship title?" But no. Who knew? Light novels get personalities too. Okay. And then another light novel, and then an audiobook, and then another audiobook, and then we're done. So pretty, I'll be honest, pretty mid. Is that what kids say? I don't know. I'm old. A pretty lame round of announcements. I'll say it. For me, at least. Nothing for me. But if you found something that you like, that's great. And I'm happy for you. God bless. Let me open this for a second. I'll talk about it. Unfortunately, we had some sad news. One of my favorite Japanese composers of all time, the legendary Yuji Ono. I have almost all of Yuji Ono's discography in my possession. Passed away at the age of 84. You know him as the composer for Lupin III for many, many, many years, since its inception, since the first anime. If you ever want to listen to the perfect jazz Christmas album, they did a Lupin III Christmas jazz record. It's so good. I listen to it year round. It's that good. I believe you can find it on Spotify if you want to stream it, or YouTube has the tracks or whatever. It's really, really freaking good. And there is a live concert that Yuji Ono did with his band that a couple years ago. I did everything imaginable to search for it on like CD Japan and other like Japanese auction websites. I tried, man, and I could not find the title of it. I believe the concert footage. There's like 2 tracks on YouTube. It was for the 30th anniversary of Lupin, and I think it's one of their best works. I think it's Yuji's best concert. It's so freaking good. I love it so much that I can't download it. It's not available to get on the high seas, nor is it available to buy. But it clearly must have been released in Japan, right? As a DVD or Blu-ray, or maybe like a live CD. I can't find it. I'm gonna post it on my Discord, and if some of you that are on there can help me track it down, I'd appreciate it. That would make my month of May. I don't even remember the name right now. It's been so long. I forgot. I was so disappointed that I erased that from my mind until I heard of the sad passing of one of the greatest to do it. Some of the other series that Ono worked on was Captain Future, um, Cobra, Space Adventure Cobra, uh, Marine Express, A Time Slip of 10,000 Years, Captain Future, etc., etc. Okay, all right. I'm gonna look for it. I guess I could look for it here for the YouTube people that don't care about the Discord, right? Okay, hold on. Ignore the awkward pauses because I'm by myself. I'm not gonna talk nonstop for an hour, right? Yuji Ono Lupin live 30th anniversary concert. You need to. You guys won't hear it, but let me tune in for a second. Ooh, okay. I think this is it. Hold on. Hold on. Yes. Okay. I found the track. This is Samba Temperado by Yuji Ono and the Lupintic 16. Lupintic? However you pronounce it. I don't know. I'm dumb. This was released. No, this isn't it. 2021. This is not it. Maybe I saw from some other random YouTube account, but Yuji Ono has his family is running it as a successful YouTube channel with 134,000 subscribers. Got that YouTube trophy, silver, the silver plaque. They do have it. I think it has to be the same thing. Live from someplace in Japan back in 2007. I think that's the concert. Do they link the DVD? Wait a minute. This is a whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where's the thing? Hold on. Hold on, everybody.
What the heck?
Breaking news. I found the DVD. Hold up, wait a minute. Gosh darn it. Amazon Japan, Amazon CD. Wait a minute. I know I'm repeating myself. There's the DVD. It's 3,000 yen. How much is that in US dollar? Yen to USD. I should know, but math is not my strong suit, nor is pronouncing Eisner nominees. 3,421.45. Wow. Wait a freaking minute. Let me copy this and show you guys what the hell I'm talking about. No, that's not it. What? Hold on. Oh, I copied the wrong thing. Shoot. This would have been nice with a co-host, but I don't have one right now. There it is. Everybody, I need this DVD. What is happening? I need to own this. This is imperative. Priority 1. Whoa. Actually, I do need to check if it is the right concert, but it looks like it. 30th anniversary, Lupin. Yuji Ono. Wow. Star Wolf.
What the heck?
Man, okay. Yo, this is dope. Okay. All right. See, this is what you get on a solo Geo show. Random tangents. At least they're related to manga this time and not the Sanrio rabbit hole from last stream. Wow. Okay. Shout out. Cleveland Brown. Geo's going solo tonight. All right, we can talk about how good Kingdom is. Go right ahead. I don't mind. You guys know me. You know me. I don't mind. I am not a hater of any series in particular, except the X-Men Omnibus releases. So I'm not gonna clown on anything. But if I do mingle with some other people, and for the goofs and gaffs, I'm gonna shit on some other titles. For the love of the game, for the laughs. But you guys know me. I'm good. What year was it again? 2015? I have no idea, brother. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's an hour and 37 minutes. Lupin the Third, 2007. Wow. Vape.co.jp, obviously a Japanese website. I'm not going to click on it. Is there any more info on here? There are so many Lupin concerts. This one is really good. This one's I think all of Yuji Ono is available on Spotify, by the way. But I recently I was listening to this the other day, the Best Hits Live or Best Hit Live, Roots of Lupin Music. They're a fantastic band, man. I love their music so much. You don't even have to be a fan of Lupin the Third to enjoy it. It's gonna be awkward because most of the songs everybody goes Lupin the Third, and then it just a jam session. So just ignore the first part and just listen to the music, I guess. I wonder if they have the Christmas one. How do I even search for that? Christmas Jazz Lupin album. Ooh, yeah. Christmas Yuji Ono Trio. If I type it in English, will it work? Christmas Yuji Ono Trio and Friends. Yes, let's go, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, Amazon Music. What are we doing? Yeah, seriously. Like I said earlier, if you want a fantastic jazz record, ignore the fact that it's Christmas music. Don't worry about it. One of my favorite things in Christmas, it's going to sound very depressing, so don't think badly. Don't think I'm going through anything. One of the things I love to do every Christmas season is sit by myself, ambient light, and just listen to this record for a minute with my favorite beverage, whatever it may be at the time. And I just listen to it and I sulk on purpose. It's like when you make yourself sad and cry on purpose just to get everything out and feel good. I do that with this record. This is chef's kiss. You got great hits like Jingle Bell, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Holy But Easy, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Green Sleeves, which a little bit awkward there, but whatever. Love Squall, White Christmas. This one is really good. Candlelight for Two, Winter Wonderland, and the Christmas Song. This was back in 2003 from Yuji Ono Trio and Friends. Man, one of my dreams would be to host a music show in radio, but it would be the things that I like, not like what corporate tells you to promote. Because I've been in FM radio and I've talked for a little bit, for like a day or two, and it's fun, but it's very, very corporate. This is what you got to say. This is the music you got to play. Go for it. You're not in control of anything. But I wish I could have a music show and play the songs, man, like a DJ. I would love to do that. That's one of my dreams from the radio side of things. Man, okay. Shout out. Going back to, nope. Where is it? There we go. Going back to this. That's awesome. Let me highlight this so you can. I probably shouldn't play it, but whatever. Paste and go. Oh, nope. Stop. All right. I just want to click on the channel. All right. So there it is, the official Yuji Ono YouTube channel. Highly recommend checking it out. The most popular song from 3 years ago has 14 million views. It's crazy. For any other YouTuber, if I had a video that has 14 million views, that video alone would sustain the whole channel. That's insane. So shout out to the goats. Green Sleeves is a Christmas song. No, I don't think it. Then I'm probably thinking of something else. Sorry. But you're right. You're right. It is a Christmas song. Gio loves everything. Yes, yes. You know. I hate those idiots. E.T. and the Minions, get out of here. I'll punch their stupid faces every day. Sanrio Rabbit Hole was great. Don't undersell yourself. Thank you. 30. What was the 30 for? EB? EBB? Calico is all concerned. The little void is in his own. Oh, for the cats. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Matthew, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Yeah, so that's it. Folks, that's all I got. If you have any questions about anything, just feel free to ask. I got like 9 minutes left to burn through on this episode. I told you it was a short one because it's just me. But, you know, I guess I should remind everybody that we're sponsored by InStockTrades.com. Nope. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, hold on. They don't want this as a promo. My bad. InStockTrades.com. There we go. Of course, you know that we're sponsored by InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your Omnis, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices. Got Yakuda, the Human Z1, what is it, Darwin, whatever. You can get that at InStockTrades.com. Let's go. Witch Hat Atelier, all that fun stuff at great discounted prices. You get a loyalty discount if you buy week to week, an extra 2% off to your book orders. So if a manga, for example, Akane Banashi Volume 16 is 38% at the moment because this is the deal of the week. If you had the loyalty discount, it'd be 40% off. You're not going to get that at the other websites. You get it at InStockTrades.com. Also, this is the face of people when they tune in to my ramblings and tangents. They're like on their phone instead of the picture frame, that's their cell phone. And they're like, what is this guy doing? What is he talking about? I love the art for this series so much, for the manga. I've not seen the anime yet, but I do want to. So there it is. InStockTrades.com. Ooh. Oh, not me, full screen. There you go. Oh, check this out. Unrelated to manga, but it's a Japanese property. I finally own the second hardcover for Transformers. The what's it called? The Energon Universe. The whatever the thing is. Here's Megatron with a big old diaper because he's a big baby. It's a pretty sweet book. Collecting 13 to 24 of Transformers. This is the first time I'm opening it live. It should crack a little bit. Whoa, the art on this is pretty cool. Look at that. And it's a smelly book too, but the good kind of smell, right? When it's a brand new book. Love it. Yo, this art is sick, brother. Look at that. Damn. Can't wait to read it. Which will be soon. Heck yeah. That's all I got. Megatron with the rock diaper. Let's go, dude. Did we do manga previews already? I had to walk away earlier. Manga previews. We did the previews last week or the week before. I don't know. But this one, I just talked about the solicits and the stuff on the sales for in-stock trades. They got some shoujo and shonen up for grabs. You know what I want to do? And with this, I guess I'll end it. For the longest time, because I don't have a lot of space for my collection. Okay, I can't talk. For my collecting, certain series, famous manga, like, for example, Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball, etc. These are like famous Shonen Jump titles. I've always wanted to own them. I've seen the anime. In the case of Naruto, I have the entirety of it on DVD because I'm not gonna double dip and get the Blu-rays. Screw that. The difference isn't that big, except for the actual disc quality, but that's another story. Bleach, I didn't care for to collect. The only series of the famous Shonen Jump titles that people know in the West that I own is One Piece. I own the first 75 volumes of it in the 3-in-1s. The reason I haven't kept getting updated is that I'm not on volume 75. I've told this story many times. So I said to myself, you know what? I don't want to be a poser. I don't want to buy books and not read them. So instead, I said, I'm going to stop here and whenever, however long it takes, whenever I get to volume 75 and read that, then I'll get the other books. So got a long way to go, baby. For those that don't know, One Piece manga I stopped reading at Skypiea, and the One Piece anime I stopped watching at either Water 7, Annie's Lobby, something like that. So unfortunately, I because it's such a popular series worldwide, I've been spoiled of certain things that happen throughout the series afterwards. Either way, I am looking forward to reading them, but the fun's already been ruined, so whatever. So what I want to do now that there might be some upcoming space for my collection, I kind of want to go and pick up these Shonen Jump classics, but in the 3-in-1 editions, just to piss off a couple people that like to shit on the 3-in-1s. So I have in my cart somewhere, one of the websites, I have the Naruto ones, I have Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist, and some other stuff in the 3-in-1 editions. So I might be known as the 3-in-1 manga guy. I don't know. Who knows? Yona of the Dawn. I'm really excited for the 3-in-1s. A lot of people weren't like, "Oh, I'm not gonna get it." I am because I did like Volume 1 when I read it, but I was not committed to 40 volumes of one series in particular, so I stopped getting them. Now this is a good excuse. So there you go. That's one of the collecting goals for 2026, 2027. I don't know when it'll happen, but I'll take you along for the ride, either on this channel or on mine, which is Manga Geekdom, which you can subscribe and be a channel member if you can. If not, just subscribe and watch the videos, follow it and stuff. I just put out an overview of the first volume of Me and the Alien Mumu, which was a lot of fun to talk about. That was supposed to come out in February, but it happens, and I got like really lazy about it, and some other personal stuff that I'm not going to talk about here, and some procrastination, all that mixed together to create a massive burnout. And the video was like 3 months late, which is insane. So if you could watch it, it's only like 7 minutes, not too long. I'd appreciate it. There's a special guest, which is my cat. He makes an appearance there. I had a lot of fun trying to make sense of that footage because I found that it is really difficult to film with a pet because they do not give a shit about what's happening in the camera. And so, yeah, I had a fun time with that. When I recorded that, originally it was going to be a whole different skit, and it wasn't working. So I thought and realized, you know what? Let's just go with the whatever comes to mind. And the dialogue you see in the video, that's the first thing that popped in my head when I was editing. So yeah, some behind the scenes on that video. And if you want to join my Discord, there's the link down below, the Manga Geekdom community Discord. I'd appreciate it. We have a lot of fun over there. We're trying to reach the new goal. I haven't said this to anybody, but right now I'm saying it. We're very close to 150 members. That is really cool. To know 150 people like my stuff and want to be in a chat with me means the world to me. So that's really awesome. So if you want to join and join, join in on the fun, click on the link and there you go. There you go. I think I said everything. Let me scroll back. It seems like IC has had more manga titles and specific sales lately. Geo, your work is paying off. Now you just need that Inhumans omnibus announced. Let's go. Yes. And Geo will be so happy for a long while, and we'll celebrate with him. I will be so happy that I will take a hiatus just to celebrate, and I'll play the celebration music from Return of the Jedi. And it'll be happy. I'll cry and scream and do all sorts of fun, weird things. Space limitations are book owners. Well, yeah. To be fair, I haven't done a tour video in a minute because I really don't like how the KLAX shelves look. I put up with it for the video that I did. I'm like, whatever. So I cleaned it up the best I could for that. But I don't like how it looks. But for years, I've played Tetris with these two, the only two shelves that I have, which are those KLAX, however you pronounce them. I don't know. I'm pretty proud of it. Soon, it'll change, however. Soon. I've been spoiled on pretty much everything that happens in Witch Hat that I haven't gotten to read yet. I only read the first volume. Cousin of mine, she's God, I don't know her age. I hope she doesn't see this video. I think she's 16 or something. So a couple years back, she wanted to get into book reading, manga, novels, whatever. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to gift her a manga, and I picked Witch Hat Atelier. But before I sent it to her, I'm like, you know what? Let me just read it real quick. So I sped run volume 1 of Witch Hat, and then like, there you go, enjoy. And I really liked it. The art is fantastic. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So I really want the Grimoire edition, but I was just bummed out that I was there on the dot, man, like 15 minutes in or 20, and placed my order, and it sold out so quickly that they didn't get to me, unfortunately. But it is available on other sites, the Bozos, etc., etc. So I don't know. I'll get it. I'm not gonna read it, but there you go. That's awesome. That video you did had a great intro. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Cat, instantly a banger. I want to include him in more content, maybe just live streams or something. We'll see. He's more interested if he goes into the room with me. He's more interested in annoying me than participating in anything camera related. And he's an orange cat. So there's chaos that could unfold. But he's pretty chill. He's never been like those crazy clips you see online for orange cats. Like, he's really, I'm not exaggerating. He's super chill. Here's the man. Have a great night, my friend, and thanks for all you do. You're the man. All of you are the mans. We're all the men. All the manly men. And all the lovely ladies and everybody else. We love every single one over here on we're not Manga Geek, on OMNIBROS Live. There you go. I forgot where I was for a minute. I have a lot of manga to sell, but I've never sold online before, and I'm scared. H-Field. That's my thing. I've never sold anything because for some reason where I live, all of you are more accustomed to the collected editions market and collecting culture. People here are more interested when it comes to Western comics in just the floppies, and that's it. I never met people like all of us here online that wanted to buy the omnis and the trades and the absolutes and the hardcovers, blah, blah, blah. Manga, yes, but a lot of people here don't have access, or it's not that they have access. Over here, a lot of people don't have the buying mentality of getting all the collected editions and all that stuff. So people just watch the anime adaptations, and the manga readers will just read scans online. the few that do buy this stuff, I'm sure there are people that know about in stock trades and stuff, but the majority, the consensus is people not that are not into the hobby as we are. They the only access they have to physical editions are like Walmart will have Viz Media Kodansha books, so they'll buy that. And then when I see like Facebook Marketplace sales post selling manga, and it's all like Biz and Kodansha, I'm like, yeah. So they don't have, a lot of people don't have the access to Fantagraphics, Drawn and Quarterly, blah blah blah. If that makes sense, I don't know. So what does that have to do with selling manga? I don't have anyone here that's interested. I've put up books for sale locally. Nobody cared. Nobody saw the ad, or maybe somebody clicked on it and that's it. I've never tried to do the eBay thing, but I want to, because I'm getting started getting the Vagabond ones, the deluxe editions. So I'm planning on selling my Vagabond 3-in-1s, which is insane. Are they 3-in-1s? I think they're 3-in-1s. The Vizbigs, which is insane considering I just did a whole rant on getting the 3-in-1s, but whatever. So I do want to sell those in some other stuff. Hopefully it works out. People have explained to me how to sell things. I don't need anyone to tell me. I know how the process goes, but still I'm like, what if it doesn't work? What if I miss something? What do I have to do? What is happening? So that's my head in a nutshell. Facebook Marketplace meetup only was what I was considering. Also, meeting other people. I'm like, I don't want to meet other people. I'd rather just go elsewhere than meet people, especially for manga sales. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's see. Amazing stream tonight as always. Take care all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be kind to one another and hug your pets. Amen to that. Thank you so much. Thank you all. I'm gonna go and do stuff. I don't know what. Probably play some Pocopia, because I haven't played in like a week, and having withdrawal symptoms because of it. I recently met Ninetales on Pocopia. I had to set up an environment of 9 fire pits, and then I summoned the Great Fox. So that was a lot of fun. So I'm going to do that and read some manga. And I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your week, a lovely weekend, and we'll meet each other back on Monday for Hall's Previews Reads here on the Omnibus Collectors Network, OmniBros Live, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So shout out, God bless, stay safe out there. Wishing you nothing but the very best, and we'll see each other soon. Let's put Homeboy to the test. Toothless is going to take us out with some music and dancing, right? Here's the song. Peace out. I hope you enjoy the video. Hit the like button, share it, all that fun stuff. You know what